Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." This quote is a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. No matter how hard we fall, what truly matters is our ability to pick ourselves up and keep moving forward. Never, never, never give up. These words from Sir Churchill remind us that the path to success is not always easy, but it is always worth pursuing. Giving up is not an option. Life is a journey, and every step, no matter how small, is a step closer to our goals. Welcome, friends. Today we are going to embark on a journey through the words of one of the most influential figures in history, Sir Winston Churchill. His speeches inspired millions, and his quotes continue to motivate us even today. Churchill observed, "You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life." This quote teaches us that standing up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular, is a sign of strength and character. It's a reminder that true leadership often comes with opposition, but that's no reason to back down. Our first quote comes from the heart of the World War II era. Listen closely as Churchill reminds us, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." His words echo in our ears and in our hearts. They remind us to never give up, to keep pushing no matter the odds. Oh, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Churchill's words remind us of the importance of generosity. True success isn't measured by what we gain, but by what we give to others. It's a reminder to keep our hearts open and our hands willing to help. Next, Churchill challenges us with these words, "Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential." His voice resonates with the spirit of perseverance. We must remember that it's not always the strongest or the smartest who succeed, but those who never stop trying. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. How often do we let challenges discourage us? These words remind us that our perspective determines our reality. We can choose to see obstacles as setbacks or as opportunities for growth. Now, let's see another side of Churchill, the optimist. He once said, "A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty." His voice, filled with conviction, pushes us to always look for the silver lining, to see the opportunity in every challenge we face. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. Churchill reminds us that true courage is about more than just bravely facing adversity. It's also about being open to other perspectives, willing to learn, and humble enough to listen. Churchill was not just a leader, but a visionary. He declared, "The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you are likely to see." His voice, full of wisdom, reminds us to learn from our past to forge a better future. "History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it." This quote speaks to the power of self-determination. We are not just passive observers in life, but active participants. We have the power to shape our own destiny and write our own story. Now we hear Churchill's call to action. He said, "You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life." His voice, strong and steady, tells us that standing up for what we believe in may not be easy, but it is always worth it. The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. Churchill's humor shines through in this quote. It's a reminder that democracy, while imperfect, is still the best system we have. It's a call to educate ourselves and engage in constructive discourse. Churchill also had a brilliant way with words. He once noted, "The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter." His voice, marked by his characteristic wit, reminds us that democracy, while imperfect, is still the best system we have. Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Churchill reminds us that failure isn't the end. In fact, it can be a stepping stone to success. So keep going, keep trying, keep believing in your dreams. Next, Churchill's voice fills us with determination as he states, "Never, never, never give in." His words, full of resolve, push us to keep fighting, to keep pushing forward no matter how hard the journey may be. To conclude, Churchill said, "We are masters of the unsaid words, but slaves of those we let slip out." Our words hold power. Once spoken, they can't be taken back. So let's choose them wisely and use them to uplift, inspire, and encourage. Let's make our words count. Lastly, Churchill advises us, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." His voice, filled with compassion, reminds us that the true measure of our lives is not what we accumulate, but what we give to others. As we conclude, let's remember the words of Winston Churchill. Let his voice echo in our minds, his wisdom guide our actions, and his spirit inspire our hearts. For in his words, we find the strength to face our challenges, the courage to pursue our dreams, and the determination to never give up. Thank you, Winston Churchill, for your timeless wisdom. And thank you, friends, for joining us on this journey. Let's remember these words and let them guide us as we face the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.